This month, our move of the month is the classic single leg circle. I'm going to show you some fun variations of this exercise. It really helps you find mobility in your hip, strengthen all the way around instead of just front to back, and create some nice definition in that peach, your glute, creating that lift, that tone that we're all looking for. We're going to start with the classic version of the exercise, and then we'll go into those different body positions with our single leg circle. All you'll need is a mat. We'll start lying down on your back here. Legs are just reaching long. Find your neutral spine. Find the long neck. Make sure that you're not cranking up in the back of your neck. Arms are going to drop by your sides. We use your arms for balance on this exercise and, of course, your core. We'll start by unfolding your right leg straight up towards the ceiling. Reach those right toes as long as you possibly can for the sky, but try not to lose your neutral spine. So you don't want to lift the leg so close to you that your low back collapses down to the mat, but lifting it just as high as you can keep that lovely curve in the low back. Now your left leg is also doing work. You're pressing down with that leg to help stabilize you, and you'll notice you need it here soon as we start to draw your circle. You want to go across your body first, so start to cross the leg over to the left side. Notice how my right glute stays down, so you don't go so far where you lose that connection to the mat. Once you're about at capacity, feel your inner thighs squeeze there. You'll drop that right toe down towards the left, circle it out towards the right, and then straight back up towards the sky. Breathe in as you draw this nice big circle. Breathe out as your toe hits 12 o'clock. Now you only want that circle to go as large as you can maintain that core connection, so from head to hips stays totally still. Now you're looking for a nice fluid circle, so make sure there's no starting, stopping points, clicking, popping, make it smaller if you need to. Let's do 3 more here. Try to relax your neck. And then after that third one, we're just going to change direction. So you'll inhale, draw the circle out towards the right. Exhale, sweep it up to 12 o'clock. Now you can probably open further to the right than you can to the left. Make sure that your torso is the midpoint on that clock. So you're the line 12 to 6. We're here for 3 more. 2 more, reach nice and long. And then one last one. Pull that knee in towards your chest. Take a nice big stretch, nice big release here. So notice you feel nice and supported in the whole hip. You felt that nice long length out your leg, creating space in your hamstring. Now we're going to do that same single leg circle, but we're going to lie up on our side here. So you'll turn to face towards the screen. You're going to drop your forearm down on your mat. So you're in a little mini side plank here. Now if that doesn't work for your shoulder for whatever reason, you can always lie all the way down on your arms. So 2 nice options here. I'm going to bend both knees so that my shins are about lined up with the front edge of the mat. That's going to give me some support on this next variation. Top hand can kind of do whatever it wants, hip in front of you, whatever works. I like my hand in front of me just for balance. Now my top leg, I'm going to shoot it out nice and long. I want it straight out from the hip here, so it's a little bit behind that bottom leg. Flex your foot, drive your heel long, so the back half of your leg is the longest part of your leg. This is going to allow you to work more into that seat, more into that peach. Now remember that same circle. Go ahead and draw it here. I'm drawing the circle with my thigh bone. I'm using my core, my abdominals, and my obliques to try to keep my hips as still and steady as I can. Now your circle might be larger or smaller on this side than the other. No big deal here. I just want you to notice your differences from one leg to the other. Now try not to move that upper body. It's really easy to let it come into play. 2 more in this direction. Just like before, we're going to reverse the direction of our circle. Exhale each time you draw a circle. It'll remind you to breathe. Just make sure you're not holding your breath. No particular breath on this one. Really feel that side part of the seat on the lifted part of the circle. So make sure your circle's not down here. Lift it up even higher than your hip. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. And then after this last one, you can go ahead and bend that top knee. Bring it in. This time, your bottom leg is the one that's going to shoot out long. My top foot is grounded on the mat. I'm going to use it for support for balance. So top knee bent, top foot grounded, bottom leg reaching long. Go ahead and flex that foot just like you did a second ago on that top leg. From here, little lift in that leg, turn on that inner thigh. Start to draw your single leg circle. Think about your heel reaching as high towards the sky as you can. This is your smallest version of the circle here. It's really hard to draw a large circle. Try to feel as comfortable as you can in the side part of your thigh, lifting from your obliques. Really feel those inner thighs. Reverse the direction of this circle. Easy for that foot to sickle here. Really think about that heel. Flex, press a brick wall away. We're here for 4 more, 3 more, last 2, and last 1. Go ahead and bend both knees. From here, we're rolling all the way over onto our back. Gonna do our supine, or lying on our back, single leg circle on our second side. So go ahead and roll down, feel as long as you can, feel as strong as you can in your core. Arms are for balance. Press those shoulders down. Open up the collarbone, find that posture. Both legs are different. Start to unfold that left leg up towards the ceiling. Remember, spine neutral, toe, thigh bone, opposite directions. We go across the body first, and then exhale to hit 12 o'clock. Reaching long all the way out across from you. Try to draw a circle on the other side of the room as if there's a paintbrush between your first 2 toes. Notice if this one feels smoother. Notice if this one can go larger. Activating that core to keep the hips steady. Reverse the direction of that circle. Make sure to exhale on the way up. Come to that full capacity in your hamstring stretch on the way up. We're here for 4 more. Relaxing the neck as much as you can. And then after that last one, knee to chest, give that hip a little break, a little release. When you're ready, rolling over onto your side, same thing like we did earlier, facing towards the screen, but your head is in the opposite direction this time, so the opposite leg is up on top. Bottom leg staying bent to start. Shoot that top leg out long. Press that brick wall away. Feel how you lift in the obliques. Activate more core and feel length in the side of your torso. So it's not just about the length in the leg, it's about the length in the torso. We're going to start to draw your circle. It doesn't matter which direction you go first. You're going to feel that lift in the seat in both directions. You're going to notice that activation in your center in both directions. Feel that the heels, the longest part of the leg, grow even taller. Try to keep that neck reaching in line with your spine. Reversing the direction of this circle. One direction might feel a little bit more stable than the other, totally normal. We're here for 4, for 3, for 2, and then after this last one, your top knee gets to bend. Bottom leg this time, all about those inner thighs. Ground that top foot as you bend your knee. Doesn't have to be in any particular position, wherever feels comfortable. You're using that press of the foot so you can lift that bottom leg up. Flex that heel, try not to sickle that foot as you draw your teeny tiny circle on this side. Think about the lifted part of the circle. Just like on that top side, the lift is where you get the work. You don't want to pass that up. Reaching your leg as long as you can. Trying to keep your upper body out of it. Reverse the direction of that circle. We're here for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Let that go. We got one last variation of your single leg circle for you. We're coming up onto all 4s. So your wrists, they're right under your shoulders. Your knees, they're right underneath your hips. Pull that belly button up away from gravity. Send those shoulders down into the back pockets. Feel as long as you possibly can. Now your right leg, it's going to reach back behind you. Point that toe. Keep your knee and your hip facing straight down towards the mat. Try not to shift your weight over that left side. Stay nice and equal over both arms. Start to draw your circle. Just like before, stability in the hips. Just like before, focus on the lift. This time you feel that larger muscle, that gluteus maximus doing work. Imagine that you're balancing a teacup here on your tailbone. Can you make that circle even larger without those hips shifting? Reverse that circle for me. All about those obliques, all about the core. Feel that stretch in the front of your hip. Hip flexor, open up nice and wide. 3 more on this side. And then set that knee down. Recollect your core. And when you're ready, shoot that left leg out long. Last exercise here. Start to draw your circle. Remember, whichever direction feels more natural first is just fine. Try to keep your neck long. One side might feel a little more wobbly than the other. Try to keep those hips steady. Use that belly button to spine connection. Reverse your circle. Start off teeny tiny. Make it larger when you feel that you can stabilize. Let's draw 4 more. And then after that 4th one, knees coming down, hips to heels, nice big stretch back, weights out of those wrists. Take 2 big breaths here. And then slowly start to drag your hands in, restack the spine, one bone on top of the other. Shoulders, neck, head, they are last. Amazing work on that one. I can't wait to see you next time on the mat.